Spiral, 2 Jews, 2 mics, 2 hours, starting now.
Hello, is Josh there?
I'm right here. I'm here.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you. That's a stupid joke.
Huh.
That's a bad joke. That's what you call a bad joke. Hey, Susan told me to do it. When you call today and you say, can you hear you? Just keep saying you can't, even if you can, and do it for 10 minutes.
Good way to start the week, everybody.
Have you read Clooney? It's only available online. Clooney's Pranks. Clooney's Pranks. Chapter 3 is the finger in the water. Chapter 4 is the bucket of water on top of a door. Chapter 5 is where you just call up someone and go, your mother's dead. What? Your mother's dead? What do you mean? She was just in the hospital. Yes, and she transformed into deadness over there. Ha ha ha! It's a joke. We're doing pranks.
I guess you got to be. Apparently, you got to be more attractive. It's not working with you.
Now, what I was going to apologize was for I just didn't do with the books. You know, I'm sorry. I'm letting. You know, I sit on a phone book. Shoot me, all right? I'm sorry. I had more examples of that. I'm sorry. That ended with I'm sorry. Low angle.
I would think with all the podcast gear available, there'd be a booster chair.
No, I don't need a booster chair. I need something that replaces putting 2 Dylan books on top of each other so that I'm at a higher angle. And also, why am I so obsessed with a higher angle? What do you care if I look worse?
Yeah.
What's your argument? I mean, I don't mean
I'm afraid
clean.
I'm afraid that 15 degrees doesn't really do the job.
Well, what's the point of it then? Is it supposedly, should I put one up here? That would be better, right?
You could, if you want to just hold your laptop at selfie angle for an hour each time.
Well, just get some kind of contraption. Maybe it's one of those computer desks where you're standing all day and then you want to kill yourself. Bum, bum, bum.
Maybe just sit lower.
See here. I'm all the way down.
Okay.
And on most contraptions, I'm all the way down.
Gotcha.
I think you realize that,
right?
You
don't like a leg dangle.
The only thing that I seem to be having trouble with is finding a belt because I'm losing weight. Yes, I was down to 145. I almost said 144, but knew it was a lie. Knew it was. That's what the difference between me and Bill Clinton. All right, no. Don't get me started on how Bill Clinton is like Mother Teresa compared to the Republicans being like Nazis. That's all the comparing I wanted to do. I brushed my teeth today, Josh.
Really?
I don't mean that metaphorically.
Once a week, whether you need it or not, huh?
Also, I'm very disappointed in myself. I did not wake up.
There's a switch.
I didn't wake up at like 7, hungover from having put lied flat in my back and took the last of the what is that stuff that would make me high and do my breath nice?
I like to call it weed banaka for the use of this joke.
And of course, it's not as bad as trying to cover up a terrible smell, but it's not going to work. You will still smell the pot and the nice mint. It'll be minty pot. This guy's high. Oh, he doesn't necessarily smell good even.
He's minty high.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Attaboy, Clarence.
Oh, Janie. Hey, Janie. We're going to the poorhouse, Janie. What? And they're coming to it's not Jimmy Stewart I'm doing. They're coming to take the piano away. What do you mean? You can't play the piano. You'll be in the poorhouse. Oh, I'll never want to play piano again. Exactly. Now get the fuck out of here. Exactly. Now where's Zuzu? Zuzu.
Andy Kindler's Why Should You Have a Wonderful Life?
Wonderful life? I don't think so. Remember when you used to have all the one-man shows were called that? I don't think so.
Don't crank me up.
Djokovic, in his speech yesterday, oh, what a wonderful day yesterday was. I really enjoyed Djokovic, as we all know who've watched and have had problems with him. He wants to be adored. That's what he's always, from the first day. Why aren't they yelling, no, Lay, no, Lay, from the very, when he was a junior. Why aren't you bowing down to me? And finally, he was gracious. He hugged Carlos. He pretended it didn't bother him.
He's been gracious for a few years. You gotta give it up. He's been gracious for at least 5 years now.
Well, okay, I could say he's been gracious since the pandemic, maybe because of the vaccine problems.
Sure.
Fuck you, Australia. And I'm not. It's just like Aaron Rodgers. Let's just say I'm immunized. Are you protected? Let's just say I've done a little something. And don't you worry about it. No. That was a great a lot of our fans. And by the way, you can follow us through our sports spiral.
The Australian Open, entirely inconvenient to watch.
It's absolutely, I agree with you, except it can be perfect for Susan and my lifestyle.
You nocturnal folk are
yes.
way on board. But
starting at midnight.
I tape them, and then the radio ruins it for me in the morning, and I don't watch. So,
why are you listening to old standard radio in the morning? Ted Wins?
I listen to NPR.
Oh, can't they? They should be sophisticated enough to realize we don't want to hear their next day tired ass go, well, I'm still feeling pretty good today, but... Well, then I guess they're not in duos over there.
I don't know.
But
I don't know how you're characterizing NPR, really.
Well, I'm going to do the traffic. It's hard to do the traffic when I'm still celebrating Alcaraz and Raponica. That would be how, in the old days, you could be, spoiler alert. I've noticed MS Now, I don't think does the scroll that much anymore, right? Which I appreciate. I don't want to scroll.
You don't like a scroll?
I do if it's the Ten Commandments, and I do if they're separating church and state, and I do it if it's a 15-year-old Ronald Reagan. You know what I love? A 15-year-old Ronald Reagan Jr. commercial about a product that I don't even believe he is buying as much anymore, which is the separation of church and state. That's right. I don't believe in God. Now, what does he say? That's right. I'm going to hell.
Ron Reagan, atheist, not afraid of going to hell.
I would like that to be on my tombstone. No, I do not want anything in my tombstone that uses hell. Right?
No,
Atheist,
most people
please.
don't. I think most people want hell left off their tombstone.
Okay, so I want Ronald Reagan, Ronald atheist.
Even Richard Hell is going to go for a different name on his tombstone.
See, a lot of people don't know. You see, this is where we really. This is I almost hate the expression. It's like you're appealing to the back row. This one's going to be a deep dive. It's not a deep dive. It's not an old and goldie. It's just a very obscure thing that you and Perush know. That's what it is. So don't dress it up as some kind of a. I think that you see me halfway through these things. You go, he's not, guy. He's got nothing. Richard Hell. What do you want from me? Richard Hell. You were one of the first people who spread the rumors about the cults, about the satanic cults. Remember that in the 80s? You were so upset about the satanic cults?
Only as they related to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, did you feel as a Dungeons and Dragons aficionado, don't poison my Dungeons and Dragons by making it dirty and weird, right?
I was not actually an aficionado, but because my dad was involved in the legality of the legality, right. I always felt a sort of personal stake in the whole thing.
Well, I think you are right. I do not believe, as many people have said, that there would be no, name me a serial killer.
Ted Bundy.
There would be no Ted Bundy without Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, there's been books written, take Dungeons and Dragons out of the equation. Ted Bundy is some kind of a priest who murders a series of people.
It's very risky playing in Dungeons and Dragons. Let me just say, you play Dungeons and Dragons, you are rolling the dice.
Oh, wait a second. I've never played it, and yet I got that joke, and that's what makes Comedy Universal. Is that what makes Comedy Universal? Or does that make the lowest common denominator low so that we could all...
I don't know. Do you get this joke that I did yesterday?
Let me hear it.
If America was a Tootsie Pop, the owl would be on his third lick.
Wait, if the America... Again, your diction, which is nothing like my diction, which came from listening to Michael Jackson. Could you please repeat it in your clumsy way?
Okay, here it is again for old ears. If America was a Tootsie Pop, the owl would be on his third lick.
What's an owl?
See, that's what I was wondering if you got it. So,
okay. So you're saying there used to be.
So it's a joke. So it's a joke for a very specific age group. You can't go people under 40 or idiots over 60. Apparently, so.
That's not how I frame those type of humors. The types of humors. That's it. You can leave it hanging.
No, I mean either you get it, or you don't. Either you get it or don't. I don't know. I'm not going to explain it.
What was it?
It's from a commercial that was played for years.
I'm really dusting off all of my brown shirts jokes now, and it's so easy to plug them in. The Republicans couldn't do this last week because their brown shirts were getting monogrammed because they were getting. It's like the KKK. I used to do it with the KKK. The KKK couldn't make it because they were getting their white hoods monogrammed. No, I'm trying to do Johnny. No, man. What is those things? Man. When he used to do things as Karnak that were humorous asides, you let an old yak. Come on, give me something.
May a pregnant yak break water in your jacuzzi.
I like the joy with which, when you finally do the impression, you are able to summon some of the joy. That's what makes you one of the world's greatest impressionists.
Thank you very much.
I say. I put you on. Where would you put him on land? How do you like him from land to Gorshin? Get it? This guy's funny. Land. Oh God.
Ouch.
Sometimes you can't remember what the premise of the original thing is.
Are you going for Land of Goshen here?
No, land. I thought it was Land to Goshen.
Land of Goshen, and you're going for Land of Gorshin now. I see what you're.
You think it's Atlantic Goshen?
No.
What are you saying it is? Let's get mad.
Unplug your ears, old man.
You know that? I can't do that because the doctors say there's something in my ear that's blocking my ability to be funny. And it's called a humor aid.
Voice.
A humor aid. It's like a hearing aid, but it turns up your ability to turn everyday facets of human life into hilarity. Try me.
Okay. And what does this device look like, Andy?
Now that is a deep dive. That's the word I was trying to come up with before. That would qualify even on a show like this that can't really have
deep
a deep
cut
dive.
Is what you're looking for, actually.
What?
Deep cut is actually what you're looking for.
Deep cut. Yes, I don't like that because to me, as an OCD person, it reminds me of the people I've ritualistically murdered. This is my new character. OCD, man. Am I the California? What's the guy's name? The California.
I don't know what you're going for.
You know, the murderer, the California dreamer.
The Golden State Killer? The Golden State Killer?
Yes.
The California dreamer, he says.
See, if they had named them more positively, maybe there'd be less of them.
Perhaps.
Instead of you shouldn't have called them the Hills. You should have called them the Hillside Hugger. We're killing at the true crime conventions. And we'll be back with Comedy Spiral. I don't want to say I'm too much into true crime, but just for fun, I Googled how do I kill my wife with cyanide pills, just for fun. Then I said, just for fun, hey, I've been trying the same method of killing my wife, which is trying to aggravate the life out of her. It is not working. Should I get a will? No, yeah, that would be better. Do I need to get some kind of a will? Do I have to have my wife before I kill my wife? Can you kill your wife and then do the things where you get the wills?
I think a podcast is the same as a web search, by the way, when it comes to evidence.
This is going to be a podcast is going to be the new poor man's copyright. If you come on the show and say, I wrote She's so fine.
Podcasts are already carrying such a load for the poor man as it is. Do they need to add another poor man?
Podcasts. The poor man's entertainment.
It's already
Podcast.
poor man's radio. It's already poor man's entertainment business.
That's just the poor man. The stupid man's. But podcast. The stupid man's way of getting products.
It's the poor man's answer to, what are you up to?
If going down to find another human person and asking them what they're up to sounds like too much of an effort, why'd you tune in to a podcast where two people will bond over their love for something that they've already overdone? No, this is not talking about Karen Kilgariff and the murder mystery. Now I do feel residual highness, but not the usual way where it's like I'm hungover from drinking.
No, it's me off-gassing joy.
I gotta tell you, I don't know why people put down this smoking pot and eating gummies 24 hours a day. Now, I put a limit on it because I'm obligated to remember the wife and what she doesn't know. And if I get caught, I don't want to get caught like my father smoking cigarettes down in the basement.
Was he a sneaky smoker?
Yes, because my sister went, I saw Daddy downstairs. He's smoking. What? Daddy, smoking downstairs. What? So all of a sudden,
did you live in a house your whole life?
Yes. My whole life from early memory. I know the first one was way smaller. It was like a one-story tiny thing.
Yeah. A starter house.
It was a starter house. And but then, yes. My only connection to being scared about where I live is I'm scared about someone coming into our old, antique, riddled home and murdering us. We had an antique alarm system.
They would have been so terrified by the dolls, they would have run anyway.
I say to you, Josh, one more time.
I think you definitely need to, whenever you're thinking of Andy's childhood, you need to incorporate creepy dolls around the house.
That's the
I
thing.
forget to do that sometimes. And then I remember, that's right. There were creepy dolls.
Don't do that, because you're bringing that vibe that was when I spoke to the guy for Letterman who was the Barbie collector. And I had an open mind towards him. I was not close to him. But after you spend 2 or 3 hours in a place where a guy literally has 700 or 800 Barbies, maybe the subject, and you know what? It starts to get hard to talk. What are you going to talk about?
Yeah.
That you haven't talked about with these small Barbies. There seems to be, you start to sense what's going on there. And it's scary to me.
Nothing's more scary than a completist.
We've talked about Chris Ware, right? How funny he is talking about. You like his stuff, right? Acme Comedy Company. Why are you looking at me? I didn't write this.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
Acme Comedy Company, Acme Novelty Company. Chris Ware, who wrote all those great books, Ice Haven. He wrote.
Okay.
It's like,
it's a hole in my knowledge.
Oh, by the way, I was wanting to see what Michael Drevis's reaction was to that wonderful man up at. See, Michael Drevis is a mutual friend, right? Of ours?
Not of me.
Oh, but you've been to his store up in Minneapolis, right? When he used to have his comic book.
No, I haven't.
Like talking to someone who's never been to a Comic-Con. What's the point? He used to have a place.
I've been to Comic-Con as an honored guest.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll never do it again. I don't want to hear one fucking anecdote about you.
But no, I have absolutely no foot in the comic book world.
Yes, but Big Brain Comics was a wonderful shop. There was this brief time period. It was the late 80s, early 90s. It was confusing because it dealt with the alternative comedy movement. And once I asked Daniel Koenig, do you like alternative comics? And I meant these comic books. And she thought I meant do I like Jimmy Pardo?
Right.
Something like that. And we laughed and laughed and laughed.
Speaking of which, Jimmy Pardo asked me to come on his podcast and then never got back to me.
Oh, no, that's not. You know what? Let's stop this now, and I will put in a word to Jimmy Pardo. And I will. And
I'm just saying. Fingers crossed.
It is a good show. Jimmy Pardo's a good show. They make a nice shop. Hey, here's a deep dive, deep cut. Goodyear, they make a nice shoe. They make a very nice shoe. That actually is a deep dive. The only problem with it is any kind of characterization of this show having classic moments that we all recognize in society.
You've tried to milk that as a classic moment in your life. You've tried to make That's a Nice Shoe into That's What I'm Here For, the Cotton Candy Grapes, and it doesn't work.
I even keep trying on stage. I haven't been on stage in a while. Normally. I tried that on stage, and I leave a little. You
actually leave spots for a laugh. Normally?
No, I don't. But it's just as bad because I think about doing it. When I say normally, I'm thinking normally.
Don't you have enough empty spots for laughs in your act?
And a lot of people say I'm not funny because I don't get laughs. I say, well, I do get laughs, first of all, so go fuck yourselves. But I am very cognizant of in music. Would you think music is all great? It's nothing without the silences, you stupid idiot who can't understand music. Okay, I'm all right now.
Wow, jeez.
I'm all right now. Last week was rough. Okay, let's go to the letters. See, that would be so good if we did the letters all the time.
We could.
And if we used a random letter generator. Let's cut out the middleman. Who needs to have a relationship with I got a problem 7 when we could just make up our own Wampus Reynolds, make up our own Zero Sombreros.
Have your friend Chatty come up with some.
Oh, stop it. I'm the bad guy because I tried to turn Chatty into a sex toy. Now I'm wrong. Oh, I'm wrong. That sounds terrible. Even the idea. Yes, we've all gone through. Josh went through his sex doll craze. Yes, we've all gone through kinky phases. And somebody goes, whatever they think is kinky, it always just sounds like it's either bad cosplay or something that's going to cause pain. That's what my whole thing about devices. Do you have to have contraptions? I just don't see it's going well.
Yeah.
What about the contraption in here that thinks about the different? How about the different positions of
the heart?
What's your favorite love position? John?
Understanding.
I laugh at these things, but now that I'm at this time in my life where I have no quote physical activity going on. I have no quote unquote fire in the trunk. What do they have when you get old? Fire in the attic? Where do you keep the fire?
You don't want a fire in the attic. That's the worst thing that can happen is an attic fire. There's snow on the roof, but there's still fire in the furnace.
Hey, the insurance... that's it. Their insurance company told me that they were denying my claim because I said that the fire came from the attic. And they said, well, you don't have an attic. I said, psych! Okay, come down, Eddie, come down.
Ooh, I killed my upstairs neighbors.
Now you tell me. Oh, then why was I storing my old toys up there in there? Oh, I thought it was weird when I had to go upstairs and knock and have them let me into my own attic. I thought that was. I should have known it wasn't an attic.
Meal's over.
What's meal's over mean? Meal's what?
The meal you were trying to make of that? It's over.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. You see, if I was a normal person and could even make a meal out of something, that would be great. But I make the meal and go, that's not enough. It's not enough to make the meal. Let's keep cooking. Oh my God, do you ever feel like, what are they called? Metaphors? They're tiring to make and they're of diminishing returns. They're like a letter you mail out now. They're like, you know what they are?
You're doing a simile, by the way.
Oh, okay. What is the difference between a simile? Simile. Why are they all not metaphors?
I believe I think similes fit under the metaphor umbrella, but
right. It's like something else, but it sounds like the same thing. I know I'm not getting it. I know I've been told. Tell me one more time what a simile is, and I'll stop.
Think of it as similar, so it's like or as.
Oh, you actually use like and as in it,
as opposed to it being the thing.
To me, coffee is like a kiss on the nose in the morning. Is that good?
Simile.
Aren't there others though that they go no? It's not just simile. It's not.
You're an empty vessel. Metaphor.
Okay, that's metaphor. That's all I need to know though are the metaphors and the similes, right? Mm-hmm. And then I also need to know where's the closest 7-Eleven. What's the name of the strip club in the town? And the
emergency room.
I went to your urgent care last night. Wow. I don't want to say this town doesn't have a great urgent care, but the name of it is Urges. I don't want to say it doesn't have urgent care, but when they have to close part of the 7-Eleven to get... Can you believe, though, that
I actually went to casual care.
Who amongst us, I'm going to ask you this, who among us has not found the local reference of something? I have to admit that I've done it. Not the, what's the name of the gay bar, but I've done something locally to inject life into a tired joke.
I don't do that so much, but I will. I love opening up with something that happened that day in that town.
That's good. That always works, and then you feel dirty at the end of the week.
No, because I don't make it up. I like to actually have written a joke from that day.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. But then when you try and you go, last week I was at Tuna Fish Eddie's, and then you try and there's no way to keep it going.
No.
Once it happened, you can't recreate like many stand-ups used to do. I'm going to act like I'm killing. I'm going to, which I guess is enough sometimes, right? In the 80s, fuck you, get out of here, up your ass, or the confidence.
Sure.
Like, didn't Dane Cook have a certain like, fuck you, middle finger
really,
up?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He had more of a. It was more dipshit than hostile.
Kennison could be like, fuck you.
Ooh, he was angry. Ooh, he was very angry.
Ooh, wah. But he was funny. It's hard for me to put down someone who I actually legitimately laughed at. The only person who I can do that with easily is Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Even though I laughed at the things that were funny that he said, the memory of them, all I remember of him is exposing himself and lying about it. Uh-huh. So if I try to conjure up one of my favorite bits of his,
all you get is dick.
All I get is dick. That's right. Like a Real Housewife coming up with a sexual pun. That was easy. Come on, can you make make me a tape of the funniest things I say on the show that you can't use, so I can insert it into my act? Okay, I'm not drunk. Stop it. Just stop it. There's no reason. Let's get to the letters before I have a heart attack.
I'm having trouble with you.
Okay, but let me ask you this: did you enjoy Alcaraz and did you enjoy the tennis?
I didn't see. I saw Alcaraz's semifinal match, which was pretty crazy, where he got injured and then he came back, and it really looked like he was going to lose. I didn't see either of the finals because, like I said, I taped them,
and then
it got ruined.
Yeah, but that to me, there's no good. It's a bad part of the world in terms of timing.
I was gonna stay up to watch, and I was like, all right, I'll fall asleep no matter what. Watching this if it starts at 12:30. So I can either tape the whole thing,
right,
or I can just fall asleep and still not know what happened.
Either way, it looked like you were because you're not someone who gets up in the morning and runs to the internet. That's me. I'm only
I do
doing
run
it.
to the internet, but like I said, it happened. The radio fucked it up.
Oh. Hey, did you know
it was
that
internet radio, but nonetheless.
I was going to do a video killed the radio star joke.
That would buggle me.
Do you think there'll be ever a time where we're so meta that we're just not connected at all emotionally to what we're saying, and it's like a routine 7? Hey, remember when we used to do sardonic remarks? Here's words that I keep hearing and still don't know the meaning of. And I'm going to ask Josh now. Sardonic.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It means dry and slightly sarcastic. I don't know. Let's look it up.
Okay, and then indolent. Indolent seems like it's kind of cool, but it's kind of like...
No, it's not good.
It's cool. It's like sexy bad.
Sardonicism is a form of grim, cynical, or disdainful humor, often characterized by mocking, scornful, or bitingly sarcastic remarks.
Oh, like
so it was
me?
not so dry. It's more of a hard-edged sarcasm.
Got it. That's cool. Okay. That's harder than you thought. I was thinking of sardonic and somehow sardines or something like that. It doesn't work.
What was your other...
Indolent. Which is attractive in an evil way. That's what I think it was. Attractive, but dirty.
No, it's lazy, I think.
Oh, so that's why it was used in the Midnight of the Garden of Good and Evil.
Hold on. Indolent. Wanting to avoid activity or exertion. Lazy. Yes.
Cool. That's what drives me. That's my writing. What's my writing process?
Or in medicine, it's causing little or no pain.
You know, I'm so sick of them having a medical thing. If you want to have medical words, just make a whole separate dictionary. Thank you. Don't tell me that integration is a mathematical term and doesn't mean the same thing as therapists mean when they say integrate. Don't tell me that. Keep that secret from me. I'm okay, Josh.
Are you? Are you okay?
You. No.
This is the
I'm
guy
not okay.
who on Friday was like, let's do the show forever. Let's do it. It's the best thing ever. Give me a blood oath that you'll never stop.
Do you know what that really means when I say that? Love me forever.
Sure,
that's what I mean.
Sure,
Josh.
I understand.
Love me forever.
You think the friendship ends when the podcast ends, and it's not that fragile.
No, it's... 1 second. If you wouldn't have thought that, if you had already factored in the podcast... the sushi. That's what I've been thinking about all weekend.
Yeah.
Let's sushi. Well, oh my God.
I had sushi the other night delivered, the rare delivery sushi, which I like to not... a line I don't like to cross, but I did anyway.
Well, I got sick once from doing that.
Well, who cares?
Where'd you order
get sick
from
anything.
That's right. You can get sick from... that's right. What a stupid... That's the worst use of anecdotal reasoning. Yeah, I heard someone went to Chipotle and got sick. That's why I don't go to places and eat. That's why I don't stay in and eat. I'm good.
Are you good? Are you okay?
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for
okay.
you. Did you watch anything else that you would like to tell? Because I did not get a chance. I watched some of the Grammys.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was fine. And what are you going to do? Trevor Noah says this is his last year. I think he's done a yeoman's job, and I didn't know what that meant.
Well,
but I
he caused Trump to rage at him this morning or last night.
He did?
Yes. Threatened to sue him and all that. So.
Why is Trump listening to the Grammys? He doesn't even like music.
Because he thinks he's in show business still.
I want to say why is Nicki Minaj, you told me that you love her unconditionally, and then I go check into it. I buy my Nicki Minaj manuals. I buy all of her music on vinyl, and then boom, she turns into a Trump person. Boom. Did
you buy insurance?
What was I going to get insurance for?
For all those Nicki Minaj purchases.
You know what's saying? I guess there's a certain transparency that I guess you could say is attractive. I want to get my citizenship. This asshole has said he will do it.
Yes.
All I have to do is just say that you're the best.
It does seem
the king.
It did seem a little transactional. I'll tell you that.
You're the king. He's the king, and I will always feel that way. Let me ask you a question. If he gives me the passport, if he gives me citizenship, can they take it away? No, well then, or they can. No, I will always love him. Where do people ever think to them? Did Hitler ever think to himself, maybe I'm too wrapped up in my own anger? That would have been good. Like the Netanyahu one day wakes up and go, "Oh, I'm a monster like Trump. I can't fucking believe this."
Oi.
Oi. What? I love when Trump says, "We will annihilate you unless you agree to the nuclear deal that I said I didn't want, and I blew up. Now take it. Someone find me that nuclear deal." I don't like doing impressions, and I can see why people do. No one still does him, right? Because it's just so horribly painful to do him, right?
People do him, but it's hard. The one thing I'll hand him is it's a tough impression. It's a tough impression to do.
My favorite is James Austin Johnson is my favorite,
and he even slides in and out.
I know, because you can't be, but you know what? You can't have it. It's like, how good do I want the impression to be? Would I prefer for him to refine his depression, or I prefer our national nightmare to be over by Trump to get up and say we were wrong and don't even trust this guy Vance? He's worse than me. We're all gonna concede back to the Democrat, to whatever Democrat would like it. It's things are happening. I used to say things were happening, and it wasn't.
The biggest part of this fantasy is that there's a good person in there somewhere.
Yeah. There would be nothing. There could be nothing he would do in turning around anything that could make you respect him more. No, there's nothing he could do. Once you don't care if people live or die, you can't go back anymore. I don't care how many fucking people die from this. Some people say I should just that was his early pandemic. Some people say, boom, just let it go through. Boom. That's what he said. Because one of his guys said to do that. Boom.
Well, remember, it was going to be over by Easter.
And what he didn't mean was life as I knew it, Josh. Life as I understood it.
And how?
Jimmy Dore.
And how? I watched a perfectly good, mindless action movie last night. That was
I'd like to hear about it.
On Amazon. It's called The Wrecking Crew. Brand new movie.
Not the musicians.
Not the musicians. Instead of playing catchy bass lines and studio music, it's a lot of shooting people in the head. But otherwise, it's similar.
How would it compare to Barry? Is it kind of that tone?
It's a little bit bigger in terms of its action, certainly, than Barry.
But is it supposed to be kind of funny, too, if you don't get to?
Yeah, sure. A lot of banter.
It's called The Wrecking Crew. And what you sound like you're on the fence as you're.
Well, I can't say it's a good movie because it's a total cookie cutter action movie plot, but the action itself quite good. The banter enjoyable enough.
Right. Does quite good mean like you go? Is it like a person at David Copperfield show? What the fuck happened to that Statue of Liberty? How do you define good? By like people flying and explosions.
Yeah.
I hate to
action that is both compelling and you haven't seen it before.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm just checking with you in case you're lying about it, in case you just wanted something to do different with. You know what I like to play online? Bells and whistles. Okay, go ahead.
But I'm not saying run out and see it. But if you're looking for mindless bang bang bang, it's a good one.
Now, tell the people the name of it, because I went out one year and went out the other.
It's The Wrecking Crew.
They should not be able to name two movies the same thing.
Can't copyright a title.
Oh, really? Oh, are you telling me I can come out with Avatar?
You could, yes.
Ugh, sounds
you
terrible.
look like a fucking idiot, but yeah.
So why can't I come out with Andy Kindler's Disney, Andy Kindler's Monkey, Andy Kindler's Disney Mouse?
You can.
Okay, then it's just me then.
In fact, Andy Kindler's Disney Mouse
kind of has a ring to it.
I want to see it.
Well, I've been out pitching. Believe it or not, I've been out pitching stuff to the networks recently.
Yeah.
What if I really couldn't get into any kind of comedy without couching it with some kind of lie? I've been working on my new sitcom script. No, you're not. Yes, I am. I'm pitching it to nothing.
I'm so far removed from show business, I can't think of fake companies.
Would you say that there's anything?
I'm on Paramount Minus.
And I'm telling you, I think I said this already. Yeah, I said it last week. David Allison, he goes, I want to make I don't know. He doesn't talk this way. But I want to make boom, boom, boom movies. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, what's next? Top Gun 3? You just remade it. Did it do well? That's how he talks. Did it do well?
He's
yes.
Urkel? He's Urkel in this?
Yes, David, it did well. Don't tell my daddy, Larry.
Did I buy that?
Don't tell Larry. He had a Larry that was more full of... Okay, why am I making fun of... it's got to stop. I love my mother and I love my father. Why am I trying to get my father into murkier water? Let him rest in peace. He wouldn't have rested in peace. The way my father would rest, he loved those little stim things. He just couldn't get enough of those things you play with and you go... Like
fidget things?
Fidget items. My father loved fidget items.
Yeah. It's because he was desperately wanting a cigarette, it sounds like.
It does seem that way, but I mean, he really stopped. When he stopped smoking, he really stopped. I mean, he wasn't kidding around. Except for the thing.
What about the basement?
Well, no longer after. There was a point, and he would say this to me, because if I started, I would never be able to. He kind of tried to present himself as an addict kind of guy.
Yeah.
So maybe he was compulsive and knew that he could. Maybe he was. I mean, I don't really believe he could have been an alcoholic because I don't think he liked it enough.
No, I don't think. I mean, I don't think that they're different addictions.
Right, they are.
For example, I'm addicted to nicotine, but not to alcohol.
That's the thing. It's interesting because you could even say what I am. You could even say what I do is an illness. I'm addicted to making people happy.
It is an illness that you think you're doing that.
Let me ask you this, if it's not too personal. Let me ask you something if it's not too personal for you.
Okay. You know how I like to open up.
No, it's just, I'm not asking this like a conspiracy thing, but was nicotine added because they knew how much it would be? I'm really ignorant about how, it doesn't come in tobacco, right? Nicotine?
It does, yes.
Oh, there is natural nicotine in tobacco.
Yes. And they didn't add nicotine, but they added things like saltpeter and things that would make you metabolize the nicotine faster.
Oh, okay. So it was always a feature of cigarettes.
Yes.
That they did have a
nicotine
little
nicotine was
zing.
Always there, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's just something that, this is the god of ephedra. He got me going too. I love that. The stimulation racket, there's a lot to be said for it until it makes you crazy.
Yes.
It drives you like liquid speed. I did a lot of liquid speed in college. Felt great at the time. Didn't know what it was, but it felt great. Kept it in a tube. But it could have gone, if I had enough that Bob Dylan was doing, here's what would be bad. I had as much as Bob Dylan had, but didn't come up with a fantastic a legendary herb of music.
All right.
Just nattering around.
You're going with now?
I don't know what it is. What's it called? Oeuvre? Well, somebody's fancy. What if I was unfancy to the point where that was my bit? I'm not fancy. It wouldn't be good. Sorry, just checking. 65 degrees. 65 degrees. It's Andy Kindler, the night out. Wasn't you a couple of people like that? Allison something, the Nightingale, the Nightgale. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. The Night Crew. Come on.
I didn't listen.
The Wave.
Uh-huh.
Was she the Wave?
I don't know.
How about this? Did you know Steve, that guy who used to talk like this? Jim.
No, I don't.
Yes, he's a
Jimmy Dean, pork sausage.
No, he was
guy?
a bad DJ, and he had a terrible name. It's the Swamp Rat, baby. I'm the Swamp Rat. But his name wasn't Swamp Rat, but it was like that. And Groupie used to do him all the time. The Grease Man.
The Grease Man.
Yeah, the Grease Man. That's a tradition that goes back beyond all the way back to past vaudeville, where someone would say, "I'm the Grease Man." Jing dang dang it. That kind of thing, like I'm a hip cat. It's kind of like Wolfman, but Wolfman came by it honestly, maybe. How you doing? No, you interview me. I'll come up with a character right now. Go ahead, do it.
We're here with Monkey Man.
Yeah, right.
You're the star of Monkey Man in the Morning.
Monkey Man! I'm Monkey Man!
Every morning you come out and shake the tree.
I'm already bored. You know what it is? Because I'm not good at it. That's why.
You didn't really try. You did not really try there. At least you went quiet with it. Andy, don't wake me up with Monkey Man again.
And that's why these kind of relationships and humor based on that is gold. It is always gold. And I think that starting from next week or Friday, I will come up like Bob and Tom. I will do a new character every Friday. And we'll add it to our cavalcade of, if you liked the cotton candy grapes, you're going to love Orville, the unbalanced.
Let's do the show forever. Tell me you'll do the show forever, Josh. Make a pledge to me.
And then there's always Kenny, who works at the garden store. Well, what are you growing? Well, what are you trying to grow, you dumb fuck? No, I guess you have more gardening information. You do him.
I have so much gardening information.
What do you mean? Pete Moss, he hasn't worked here since the 50s. I love bad. I come by it honestly. Bad comedy. I come by it honestly.
That's good. I'm glad you didn't steal it.
Well, I think I'm funny on many levels.
Yeah.
Except success.
Except for conscious.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let's see what else. So I did watch the Grammys, and it was I couldn't figure it out. I mean, no, seriously. When I was a kid, used to be you knew the Bee Gees would be up for it, and there'd be a disco category.
Sure.
But what is happening now? Best pop new vocal, and then this beautiful. When did it turn into beautiful people trying to turn me on sexually? When did that?
That's what I think when you turned 68.
But you know what bothers me today? I want to be one of these people, but who just has added something different to it. It's not that they're just listening to things that I don't think is music. It's not like they, make up your mind. You're a woman or a man. It's not just this. But what bothers me is, boom, that's where you come in with the zinger for me.
Yeah. I can only turn it against you. That's the problem here.
Oh, I have an event. I went to Phil Rosenthal's house.
Jesus Christ, do you fucking live there now? Do you have a room there now?
Should I go to your house? What are you going to do for me? Where's your screening room? And we watched The Night of the Hunter, and it was a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Oh, my God.
Didn't we actually watch that once as a homework?
Oh, I hope I didn't blow this again. Did I blow this again that we saw The Night of the Hunter and did a thing on it?
I seem to think we did. I think we did.
Perush, is your mind on fire? Well,
it's a very cool movie, and it's crazy that it's that Charles Laughton only directed one movie, and that was it.
And then the thing that is amazing is Lillian Gish is great in it. And I had to admit to myself, I don't remember Lillian Gish from silent films because I've never watched silent films. I know I used to say I did, but I never did.
I love that you had a crisis about Lillian Gish and your honesty about her.
She was so hilarious. Everybody was so over the top hilarious on one level, which is what you get when you watch anything like that with more than one person. When you get in a group of people together. That's what makes a comedy. Although
it's not really a comedy, but it's a creepy ass movie.
It is a creepy. It's not a comedy. There's one thing where he scuttles like a viper across the screen. He goes, hoo-hee-hoo-ha! That's not what a viper does.
No.
I go through these suburban streets.
So how many people go to the house for these nights?
It varies because sometimes...
You do realize this is just a version of Gary Shandling's basketball game.
I know it is. But you know what I like better about it? You don't throw out a hip. You don't dislocate your knee. You know what I like better about it? I wouldn't be good enough to be the worst person on that Gary Shandling team. But here, in this room...
I could be the worst person.
So it's I would say about 20 people would be the most they could fit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really I've enjoyed it because it's a reason why I've enjoyed it recently is one, I'm always thinking how can I get myself back in with the big wigs.
Sure.
Two,
how can I get out of the house?
Get out of the house. Three, why should I pay for the fucking pizza? Fuck him. He should pay. Four, no. It is a way of. I still think of myself as the post-pandemic mode.
Yeah.
And starting to do things more socially.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. And it's a thing where you really don't have to do much. You bring over a gift of some. He hasn't asked for the gift. You bring over wine or something.
Yeah.
You know, my wife brought over some wine. You know what she brought over?
You never take me to blah, blah, blah.
Studio City. You know, what we do here, a lot of people say, I wonder if it's hard on them. It's so delightful. It's so entertaining. It doesn't even need to be edited. But how do they feel at about 8 minutes to 10 of the first session? How do these guys? Let's check in with Josh and Andy. How are you guys doing today during your own show?
I'm starting to taste gunmetal.
You, I would say, are one of the best at doing impressions of how I'm going to be 15 years from now. Yeah. That was a nice. Did I have a good set? I don't know, Andy. You just came from the study. I don't know, Andy. You just came back from dinner. Well, was it a good set?
It wasn't you. It was a shitty crowd.
That's so terrible. That would be terrible if that's what you couldn't assuage me from. He thinks he's constantly having a bad set. You have to tell him that he's funny. And yet he's oh, my God. No one thinks I'm funny. Oh, I'm having a bombing. No.
You're alternative. You're alternative.
Yeah. The other argument will go, no, why are we stopping him from putting himself down? It's the first time I've gotten some sleep in weeks. This would be the board of people.
We here at the Oval have been trying to put him down for months.
That's the thing I worry about with you is the proxy.
Yeah.
You got Gruber go, I've decided as proxy to bring in other people's points of view. And Gruber was talking to me last night, and he was saying, I don't really think Andy wants to continue living in this state.
What part of DNR don't you understand?
And people think, when do you stop tiring of thinking about death and thinking about how you're in a home? And I think what stops that is usually probably death.
Probably, or dementia.
Don't say that,
You
Josh.
might think you're at the park.
Well, I did find out something, and this is not supposed to be funny, but Bruce Willis, did we talk about this? His daughter says he doesn't know he has dementia, which is a good part of it.
Yeah.
Which I would imagine would be interesting if he had no idea that things were bad.
It's better than wallowing in it.
Yeah. And my thing, I don't have anything I still wallow in it. That's the thing that people, I don't need, and I don't have a condition, and yet I can't stop worrying about it.
Yeah.
Imagine that on your plate.
Has your imaginary kidney healed?
Hey, you know what, Josh? They keep saying the placebo. Why don't they make the little black box out of a placebo? If the placebos are so good. If the placebos are so good, why am I taking anything but a placebo? Wow. Welcome to the North Hollywood, the funniest person in North Hollywood. This is the first week of the auditions, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done previously in your career. You have to sign up in the morning like it's a Jamie Masada gig and stand in line starting at 3.
I always thought there should be a sort of comedy inquisition like that. Where it's just like, there's a panel, everyone, you get 3 minutes. If you can't do good 3 minutes, you're out.
Like, yeah. Yeah, but you are going to trap some people who have, who are funny, but, get shy. You're going to trap some, you think you're getting all the hams, but you're going to trap some poorly misunderstood comedians who need to find their way.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Is that worth it?
If I mow them down early?
Yeah, no, I'm saying this method will eliminate people who, if you say just do funny stuff in 3 minutes, you're going to eliminate people like me who are going to go, what the fuck does that mean, do something funny in 3 minutes?
Yeah, if you're not on board, get the fuck out.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm starting to see how things are going to be in your land.
Go back to music, I'll say.
You're not that task hard master.
Oh, I'm not even saying I'm on the panel. I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought of you as being...
No, that would be arrogant.
I'd like to be the voice of God on any project. Can you... Look, you think I'm out. I'm not out of things. I'm just starting to think about things for my other projects right now. Towards the end of the hour. What do I put it in time? Why can't it be something... Why wouldn't I allow this to go 90 minutes where you're saying something and I say, wow, or something like that? Is this what the final...
Because you're just not wired for that.
I think it's just pathetic. If I end up being in the home waiting for you to hang up on me, he's not coming. Josh isn't coming. This is Susan. Josh isn't coming today, Andy.
Only God can hang up on you today, honey.
It makes the boom 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 boom. It makes the boom 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 boom. It makes the boom 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 boom. It makes the boom 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 boom. It makes the people. What you gonna do? Do what Andy says. Let's make some who. I said people. Listen to what you now. Got no choice but to make some who. Let's make some who. We'll make some who. We'll make some who. We'll make some who. Come on now. Come on now. We'll make some who. Come on now. Let's all who. We'll make some who.
Josh?
Yeah, Ange?
Yeah, I have actually made the mistake of feeling hopeful.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The Epstein stuff really looks like it's blowing up.
Yeah.
Now, if you could just get a recording of every single time I've said that, or if Parouche can point to every time in the show I've said I'm hopeful, that would be good. But I feel like the dam is breaking. I've said that a million times, too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to end up with President Hillbilly Elegy.
Yeah, I don't think that the dam is breaking to the point where there's going to be a change of president really quickly.
Yeah. But people don't like... People who are MAGA don't like the Epstein thing, too. People seem to unite around... when you sexually abuse minors and such.
Yeah.
People, it seems to be across the board.
Something we can kind of unite about.
Yeah. So that's what I'm hopeful about. And now on the other side, it looks like things are doomed.
Sure.
And
that's more where I'm sitting right now. But.
Really? Okay, tell me where you are emotionally. I know this was a last-minute change, and I don't like to mention the fact that I'm doing an episode of Bob's Burgers, and I have a table read at 10 in the morning, and I've been on about 4 of the last 5 episodes. This is not something I'm not gonna start to get what's the word?
Cocky,
because I'm making money, and I'm not yet worried about how I'm going to blow it. I think later tonight I'll start worrying about that. What if I don't wake up? Why don't you wake me up tomorrow morning or something? No, I'm not going to do that.
No, I think you're...
Did you ever use 976 Wake? I use that all the time.
No.
You never had that problem?
No, I never had trouble. In fact, virtually every time I've set my alarm in my life, I've woken up before my alarm.
That is so good. Because, it's not just me who's nervous. A guy missed the Masters once because he plugged in his phone and unplugged and it went dead.
My worrying about oversleeping will absolutely prevent me from oversleeping.
Well, like tonight, I'm so scared. Here's what I think. I have to wake up tomorrow, and what if I don't? What if I miss the table read? It's over.
Like you're dead? You don't wake up?
No, I don't wake up. I sleep through the alarm. I have slept through the alarms before.
Well,
I have two or three of them.
That's just dumb. Be a professional and shut up.
Well, if I was a professional and just shut up.
Sometimes tough love is what you need.
I think you've been nice to me, too nice to me over the years.
Have you ever missed a show from oversleeping?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, you're 70, so shut up.
I don't like this new persona. It's like a persona you have.
I mean, granted, you've missed a show from taking a dump. I've seen that. I've witnessed that. But you've never missed a show from oversleeping.
I don't want you to ever bring up my bodily functions again.
Well,
all
then show up when you're introduced. Then I won't have to.
I couldn't even believe that. Do you know that if that happened now, I'd be dead? Because I would have fallen. I'd fall on the way back to the club.
That's right.
There's no question about it.
Those were the golden days when you could run back to the hotel to take a dump instead and miss your cue.
And didn't even think about running. Like running was something I did. It was like boom, boom, boom.
Sure.
How am I going to be hurt?
Sure.
I don't think to that time. The last time I was at Acme, I don't think I had fallen down. Well, I'd fallen down a few times. I think, yeah, I'm wrong. Because I had fallen down a few times when we talked about me flipping over myself at the airport.
Sure.
So I've been...
That's back when your falls were more spectacular, frankly.
Unbelievable. I still can't believe that I've recovered from falling over the couch. Knock on wood. No side effects. And so...
Really? Your kidneys healed?
That's what I was worried about.
I know, because you're weird.
No, I actually got sick... in my head and psychosomatic in my head.
Sure.
And all that weekend I was creaky. But then I tried to tell myself, what if I was a football player? I would have to be. I like the idea that you think being tackled once on a football field would not kill me.
Well,
right?
It would kill you worse than falling off your couch.
Well, I have a helmet, though.
Sure, that's true.
It is true. You want to look delightful with a helmet. I am going to physical therapy. I know the folks, a lot of the listeners have been calling in, and we got something from just before we got another package from Lori Berkowitz.
Really?
An add-on bonus package.
Wow.
I don't think I should tell you what my present is.
Okay.
Because it would ruin the surprise of your present, which may be a similar thing.
I would hope so, really.
Okay.
I mean, don't pit us against each other.
Should I give you a clue?
No.
Okay.
No, I want a surprise.
All right. Okay. It's good. But Lori, you are, what's a female mensch?
Womanch.
You're a woman. And thank you again. Look, should Josh not get the follow-up gift? And I have, then don't worry about it. She said, not only did she send something additional, she said, thanks for the shout out.
Huh. Well, here's another shout out. It's a cycle that will never be broken now.
It will never be broken.
Gift, shout out, gift, shout out. Gift.
Yeah, but you know what? It's worth it. I mean, if someone was to send me, like, let's say Stephen Elton Yates, was to send me an electronic scooter or something like that.
Wow. That would actually be like him wanting you dead.
But he's loaded. He's either loaded or foolhardy. Which is it?
I think there's a middle ground.
Just a very nice gentleman.
Maybe that.
I can't accept that in my purview. That's not on my. That's too. You don't say this, but that's above my pay grade. I hate that one. Above my pay grade.
No, I don't believe anything's above my pay grade.
Yeah,
I just think you should raise my pay grade and I'll deliver.
Yeah. Being honest on my tax returns, that's above my pay grade. You know what I mean? It's above I'm coming up with jokes now that could be used for later.
Uh-huh.
If I listen to the show, can you imagine? Oh, you're going to cut that out anyway. You have your windscreen. Your windscreen stays on my mind.
Yeah.
But it looks, I can see a
There,
little.
okay, there. Jesus Christ, you OCD motherfucker. There. You happy?
Do you think I wanted OCD? Do you think I got up in the morning and said, come on, give me OCD?
I think some mornings you do. At some mornings you do.
If there's a job in coming up, if there's a profession where you give all the things horribly that could happen every day, I'm your man. I've been saying it since Duck and Cover.
You're the crab fisherman of neuroses.
I don't get that. See, a lot of times I don't hear your
Very dangerous job. Very dangerous job.
Why is that dangerous?
Well, there's lots of high seas and metal swinging, big cages swinging all over the place. And
I don't know if you know this, but I have
those pictures.
I have been friendly with the Gorton family. I don't know if you know.
Really?
That. Yes. But Eddie Gorton went to school. Why would he go to school with me? And do you still? Oh, you know what's making a comeback? Sardines. Sardines are making a comeback.
Huh.
What do you think of that?
I don't think they ever really peaked yet.
So in other words, I have 4 or 5 cans here now, and they're saying that's what the Gen X's,
sure,
Gen Z.
They love their tinned fish.
Why did it? Do you think it got less popular because people were packing them in like sardines? What do you think? Why did it go? Now they're saying there's a lot of protein in it. Now they're saying
sure.
Now,
I think it was the foul smell and bad aftertaste.
I tried sardines. They're a little bit fishy. Do you know these groups? I'm listening to new groups now.
Oh, yeah.
See if you know them. First of all, if I stopped any of you, sorry for breaking in on your anecdotes. This asshole doesn't even know what I'm talking about. This asshole. Okay, so here it is.
I wrote down groups.
Okay. Do you know any of these groups and do you like them? Okay. Seasons, Waiting on You by Future Islands. I enjoyed that.
No.
The Black Keys I've been enjoying.
Black Keys, I know.
And have you enjoyed them?
Sure.
Don't mix it up.
Not to the extent of buying their stuff, but sure.
But
I'm not confusing them with the Black Crows. I'm not confusing them with other black things.
This is your only impression you can do. Way down here. That's what you do.
That's Counting Crows.
Oh my God! Too many groups. Then I'm just saying, tipping you off. Lou Reed's song "Perfect Day." Holy moly!
Sure, I know that. Sure.
Have you heard that? And Keen.
Sure. Somewhere Only We Know. Yes.
Are they good? I like them.
Oh, simple thing, where have you gone?
That's right.
I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when, 20 years ago, you made a like me
22. You should do something with your amazing voice and recall and ability. You should do something in the business. Maybe like voiceovers.
Maybe. I'm no you.
Look, I don't like to brag. So, and Scuba, and also one of those songs that I heard a lot. And I'm saying I don't get anything for plugging Music Choice, but I listen to Music Choice. And what do I listen to? Adult alternative, right?
Yeah. So childhood.
No, adult.
Is that...
No, and they play these songs and they say these things. Hey, are you having a party and you don't know who to DJ? Have us do it. I don't want to turn them into the bad guy.
Nothing sends a party into the frenzy like cranking up your TV cable.
I think you can scan it and have it go through your subwoofer. I had an injury to my subwoofer back in the Navy.
Really? Woof.
Yeah. So I think that's all the songs that I had for you to do.
No.
For you to do. Oh, Your Sweet Love by Lee Hazelwood. I know you like that song, right?
Isn't he the person who crashed the Exxon Valdez?
No. What? He's here. Da da da. Okay, I'm making myself sick. It's called Your Sweet Love. It's really a good song. And in fact, if you like Lee Hazelwood, you might want to get some vinyl. You have no vinyl and have no plans for vinyl, right?
I still have some vinyl from when I listened to vinyl, but I haven't purchased any new vinyl.
Are you talking about when you were a kid and had vinyl, or when you got into vinyl like Mark Maron?
No, I never got into vinyl like it was an affectation.
But they did, I do this show every once in a while. It's called Revolutions Per Movie, and we've done 2 about the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
And it's coming out soon or something. But he said to me, I have some great vinyl, and I'll send you whatever you want. And I said, look, I just have to be honest. I don't play vinyl. It's a great anecdote. But the point that I'm making is, I wish.
But what's funny is that you thought you were uncool when you said that.
What did you think? Was I cool?
No, I just think it's a neutral thing. It's like, you listened to vinyl when it was time appropriate, but then you moved on.
You don't know, though. You're probably too young to remember this. The way did you have a good cleaner for your record? I had a wonderful.
I did.
ASAP or ADAP.
I got my Peak stereo was was a bar mitzvah present by many people who chipped in to buy components for me.
Whoa.
So that was when I had Peak stereo, and yes, I did. I cleaned the vinyl fastidiously.
Yeah, and do you know that I used to sell? You know, I sold stereos, right?
I'd heard that.
Where do you think the money is? Where do you think the money is in there?
Spiffs.
The cartridge.
It's spiffs.
The diamond cartridge. Sure cartridge. It's made with a diamond. It was like you could spend $300 or $400, and I'm sure Mark Maron has on the thing.
I've always had a real, even when I had real money to piss away, I've always had an aversion to money-sucking hobbies.
I think Mark got bored with it too, but only people like Mark have the, if I had Mark's money, I probably would do some more of that. I would probably get the vinyl, and then, how come you haven't played with your vinyl yet, Andy?
But the other thing is, like, anything that involves me taking great care of something, it's really out of the question.
I mean, that's true. That's true. There's so many things that can happen either to your record album.
I'm not a good steward of things. I'm not a collector. That's why I don't ever buy, like, collector's items, because I'm not the guy to have it, really.
Cigarette lighters.
I liked lighters.
Cigarette lighters.
Sure. But
do you still collect them, or it's over?
No, it's over.
Okay.
Once you stop smoking cigarettes, cigarette lighters become less of a fun hobby.
I kind of like what Josh Mankiewicz does. He goes to these watch conventions. See, that's what I would probably do. Go to a watch convention, see what the new swatch is.
I don't know how he went to that one in Geneva.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that a place where I don't know.
They're great on time there, right?
Yes, they are, and chocolate as well. But he didn't buy anything. That to me was cool about him, is that he literally is just an enthusiast. And I kind of am too, but my problem with watches is, like, whenever I've sort of dipped my toe into any kind of research of that world, it's just like so many douches pop up. Like, so
and
fast.
Also well-informed.
So douchey, so
genius
fast.
douches in a way.
Yes,
Genius
sure.
douches. They know everything about everything.
And Josh agreed with me on that.
Who did? Oh, yeah.
What was your most serious hobby ever?
Okay. But again, like, we're talking about a year maybe.
Yeah.
And not that good at it. I was a stamp collector.
Okay.
Horrible. But I fancied myself as a stamp collector. Uh-huh. Then I was also a coin collector. But learned nothing except that I would literally look for a 1943 copper penny. That's all I would do.
Okay.
Everything. And I wanted to be a baseball card collector, but I got bored with that too. You'd have to save it for 100. You have to know that Mickey Lolich was going to be worth money now.
Yeah.
Back when Mickey Lolich.
All those things were a lot less fun without the internet, I would think, too.
That's true. What are we going to do about Amazon now? I would like to abolish Amazon.
I finally canceled my Washington Post subscription yesterday.
That's good. But how about if I want to get a cookie 10 minutes, a bag of cookies in 10 minutes. What do I do? Where's my alternative now?
DoorDash.
And what about Amazon, the great stuff on Amazon Prime like Melania?
Yes, exactly.
Can you explain to me what's wrong with him? I'm telling you, I'm asking you this. He was always kind of an asshole. I never really liked him because he had that greed. He was greedy. And he had that thing like Bill Gates did, eliminate the competition. What has happened to him? Nothing. He's always been this way. He's an asshole, right? How do you explain the cozying up? I mean, I know you can explain it, but doesn't it? He divorced his wife.
The real money's in defense contracting, and he's got a fucking rocket company.
Did you see him talk to Pete Hegseth? Meet Pete Hegseth? Hi! I mean, when it's that blatant, shouldn't you at least bury your...
It all seemed very innocent when it was like, hey, here's a good way to buy books.
Yes, it did. It did seem...
Hey, you like books? I'll send them to your house. Here's some books. Books are good.
Yeah. I like the fact I can get it in 2 days, and I don't care if a major newspaper has to be eliminated. Why doesn't he just sell it? That's what people are asking. Just sell the fuck. Let somebody else.
No, because it's not like he's like worried about losing money from it. He
doesn't.
He deliberately wanted to take it down as a voice against everything corrupt, basically.
Yeah, 40% of the newsroom has been fired.
Yes.
And they have good They used to have good reporters at the Washington Post.
It was a darn good paper for some time.
So it's going out of bit. What's going to happen to the Washington Post?
It's not going out of business because, it doesn't need to.
Well, yeah, he could keep it. But you're saying he wants it now as a way.
He wants it neutered, completely neutered.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he fired people. This is what I like. He fired someone who's like in the sub-Saharan desert or something like that.
They're already in Ukraine.
The Ukraine. And they're, who's going to cover the Ukraine thing?
No one, because they closed their Ukraine office.
And now it's like New York Times is going to be a monopoly, and they have problems, but they don't have as many problems as they had when they had Barry Weiss and all these horrible people. But they did have problems. I thought this would be like a great topic, hot topic. Okay, how about Elizabeth Hasselbeck is coming back to The View? What's your take on that?
Hey.
I used to watch The View. These are things I used to do. I used to listen to Jim Rome, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it when I was doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's that thing about you.
It's so weird.
You have this sort of need to be irritated.
I think I'm overcoming it, and I certainly hope it doesn't affect my career. But I'm becoming a nicer person.
I think it's good. I think it's all gold from here on out.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, ask me what I think about Carrot Top. Ask me what I think about Dane Cook.
Pretend I did.
Okay. You know what? He's out there. He's doing what he does. People like it. Well, who am I to say?
Good.
I wish everybody
That's good.
loved.
You'll work, young man.
I was going to say Carrot Top, but Carrot Top has never bothered me. I never saw him as the end of except in the 90s when all the clubs got hacky.
Yeah.
And Chaz Elsner would flip on stage. There was that time period where...
I think your lack of criticism of Carrot Top shows a lack of integrity on your part.
That some people say that. I'd sell it out for a minute if I could have a Carrot Top movie. You know who I'm not as angry about it anymore because I assume he's retired, is Larry the Cable Guy. He's been long retired. He cannot possibly be still doing the Cable Guy.
He probably is, but it's probably in markets that aren't on your radar at all.
He's a MAGA. He's a MAGA maniac, that guy.
There might be a Larry the Cable Guy theater in Branson for all we know.
That could be true. There is a Yakov's theater in Branson.
Yes, there is. Damn right there is.
Do you think he still is a big market for his Russian material now? People say this. In Russia, the government fucks you. Here, the government fucks you. In Russia, you get fired if you say something. Same thing here. Same thing here. You could get rounded. In Russia, they round you up. In America, they round you up. This is the biggest tragedy.
It's really hurt his act, is what you're saying. Yes.
It really has.
Really
and then the whole idea, was it what a country was about? Our country, or was it about Russia?
It was about our country. It was about our country.
Yeah, yeah.
It was pandering.
He did pander, but you know what?
He was also funny.
He could be funny, right? Yakov?
Sure.
He also Bruce
Back
Smirnoff.
before I hated everything, he was funny.
And Bruce Smirnoff was funny.
He was less funny to me.
Less funny. He was problematic, but he could be funny. He could be funny.
Sure.
Why am I so...
To me, he was a funny guy with a bad act.
That's true. That's absolutely true, because he had that one thing about when he meets a woman. This is when he meets a woman. That's when I meet them.
Right.
It's a funny joke.
It's funny, sure. I mean, not when you do it, but when he did it.
You know, there's no reason for you to go out of your way to insult me. We're on the same team.
I don't need to.
Thank you, by the way, for adjusting your schedule to accommodate my schedule. I'm actually very happy we're doing it tonight.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't see myself. You get up at 7 tomorrow. You do 7:30 to 8:30. Then you hop in an Uber. I have to take an Uber tomorrow.
Why?
It's not easy.
What's wrong with your car?
Susan has her own life, and she needs the car.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd be
You didn't know she had her own life?
about that.
You don't think I should let her go?
I just would worry.
I have a book recommendation that I'm crazy about.
Ah.
Do you want to hear it or no?
I guess so. I mean, you being crazy about it doesn't really distinguish it from anything else.
That doesn't help it. Especially since I'm not... Okay, it's called Black Dahlia.
Uh-huh. Oh, Jesus.
Murder, Monsters, and Madness in Mid-Century Hollywood.
Okay.
Now, you know that they have probably solved it.
Yes.
Okay. This guy does a deep dive on the whole thing about how women were perceived back then. You know, does a deep dive. It's culturally important.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Good? I'm done with Orson Welles. Not done with him as a person, but I'm done with that. It's so easy to listen to books.
It is.
It's easy.
It's a very shallow, deep dive.
Now, why is it that... Why is it... I like that. Why is it... Yeah, if you listen, some of the stuff you say is not bad. If you listen. You got to listen to it first.
Thank you. That's why we have listeners.
Why is it that I love books on tape and all this kind of thing, and you don't? You should have no. Is it boring to you? And except to put you to sleep at night, is it boring to you?
It's a attention span tick of mine that I can't listen to someone monologuing like that without going off into my own thing very quickly. It's not like I'm sitting there listening. It's that I stop listening and start thinking of other shit. And then there's something, it's a trigger to me, almost like school kind of, where it's just stop talking. Just stop talking. You know? It's relentless to me sometimes. And it depends it does sort of depend on who's reading it.
Well, true.
It depends how many voices they're trying to do, which annoys me a lot of the time. You know,
do you think they should do a voice?
I think there's times where you have to distinguish it from the rest, the surrounding text.
Yeah,
but it's an art form as far as I'm concerned. And now they're just bailing on the art form and having AI read a ton of shit now. So.
But there are people who are popular because they're real people.
Yeah,
they narrate well.
It's a legit skill. It's a total
And I can
skill.
tell when it's AI. It's a little boring.
Yeah, no, it's really boring. And I can tell too. So yeah, no, it's not like I honestly think that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I really don't. You know, but because I can't listen to them, with any effectiveness. Like I just sail off into my own thing so quick, and it's like a reflex to, like I said, just that relentless monologuing to me makes me disconnect.
Is there a way?
Whereas I can listen to a conversation a lot more easily.
Oh, you mean like any kind of thing like that, right? Where
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, then why don't you listen to Pod Save America? But I use it. It's been a lifesaver for me for the ADHD and also for the OCD. What do you do when you can't? Is there anything you do that can calm down your mind?
No, I don't have anything that I go to as soothing.
Right. We've been listening to music more, which I think it doesn't work forever because you can drive you crazy after an hour, but it works.
Yeah, I would say over the last year I've been listening to music more.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that.
And singing is like an endorphin dump for me, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, but I don't have like, yeah, I don't have a thing that turns off my mind automatically, you know?
Yeah. But the thing is, you know how your dad would procrastinate, but he didn't have a problem with it?
Yeah.
My procrastination really does drive me crazy. Like we moved our the dining room table closer to the TV area so I can really get some of this stuff done because I need the TV on if I'm doing like taxes and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, I want to beat this thing. I want to beat this hatred of anything. Like, you know, you might think it was personal that I didn't return phone calls. I didn't return phone calls. I didn't return emails. I didn't do anything. It's rude, but I would like to have a time where you get.
I think we need to be clear about that whole conversation. When I said that is because we were now working on a project together. It wasn't as a friend that I said you have to return my text things.
No.
It was like, if we're going to do this podcast, there's things I need answers to when I ask them.
I thank you for it. It did teach me a lot. It taught me how I am, how people who are narcissistic can get into without realizing that it's damaging. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I have these moments like recently where I have complete clarity. Everything seems to fit together. But the things where I'm just wandering around in my mind and I don't want to do anything, the things that I did to avoid that don't really work anymore. Watching endless sitcoms or whatever I used to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore. And so I think that something in me is telling, but you have the same problem. Maybe that's to the same degree, right? Or you do push things off to the very always.
No, I push them off. I mean, I get them. I hit the deadline almost always, but yeah, no, I have a horrible problem with it, and it's and I go through streaks of being very good,
right?
You know, where I really just can take the second approach with the other voice in your head going, no, just fucking do it, just fucking do it. Right now,
right.
Just do it. And I'll go through little spurts of that.
Yes.
But it's not.
But your voice isn't mean, right? It's not a mean, horrible. Mine's mean sometimes.
Mine is tough lovey. It's not mean.
Yeah.
It is, it's always sort of based on, you're not a fucking child. You're not a moron. It's always
right.
it's always establishing a baseline of, there's no real reason for you to have this problem. You can get past, So it's sort of encouraging, but it's firm. It's very firm.
Yeah. My negative voice almost never helps me. But there is a part where I go, okay, just, I'm going to sit here at this desk until the taxes are done. I'm going to sit here. I am getting more like that, especially now that we moved the table. So everything is like we can do a lot of things. I
think the thing is my other voice is similar to my father's in that it doesn't tolerate drama.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really what it's generally sort of self-scolding me for, is like, come on, really? It's that sort of thing.
So you think even during this time period he would be more, what's the word, sanguine? I want to know what that word means, but would he be more, he wouldn't be as bent out of shape about stuff?
He wouldn't be gnashing his teeth constantly. He would be disgusted.
Yes.
And I don't know how active he would have been.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen how active he would have been. But like I said, he wouldn't have been gnashing his teeth about it constantly.
Right.
But he would be disgusted and pissed off about it.
Yeah, which he should be. The thing is this. I'm reading that book about the mind again, and probably 6 months from now, or a year, I'm going to ask you to give me 1 minute to see if I can explain any of it better. 1 minute.
But here's my question: is why do you feel the need to explain it to me?
Because I want you to love me, and I want you to be.
Right.
I want you to also realize that the mind is not just embodied in the head. That the mind is our relationships. Not that it's helping me, but I just feel like, yeah, that's what it is. I want love.
Well, you got that.
Right. But why? What's the point? Hey, have you heard on Thought Spiral? Andy does a not horrible job of summing up a book. I mean, what's the end game?
No, I have no idea. At best, your Cliff Notes.
That's true. I don't want to be Cliff Notes. Unless it's Cliff from Cheers. Thank you.
You want to prove to me that you believe something that your father could somehow get behind, and it's just not going to happen.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to convince my father. That's what it is. But I think I'm beyond that now, and just realize that it's me. You know, it's my. It's like, if I believe in God, why can't I just believe in God? Why do I have to have everybody else believe in God?
Yeah, it's one of the problems of mankind, really.
Right, but I'm not. I would like to separate myself from an orthodox people who, you know, I mean, it's like.
Right, but it's literally the one issue where no one can be right.
That's true. That's true. You're absolutely right about that. And the thing is you have said to me many, many years that you are not close to the idea that there's something going on.
No, I'm not at all.
Right. But then I think that
some idiot tries to explain it all to me. It's like, oh, God, it means nothing.
I'm going to pull something from that book where we're going to be talking about something. I go, that's not why. Because sound waves, blah, 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 boom, 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 bang, 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 and gang, go, 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 woo!
But you're never going to catch me arguing against the existence of something larger than us.
Right. So you made that point. I can't assault you on it. You've already made that point. Yeah. But then but I want the other one. You're right, Andy.
Yeah, and that you're not going to get either. You're not going to get that either, because I don't think you are.
No.
Or that, you know. And I think that guy probably has great and interesting theories, and if it's something that you can grasp onto, that's great too.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get me to go, he's right.
Oh, no, it's more like, aha.
Yeah.
I never saw
But I'm not searching.
Before.
That's the thing, is I'm kind of at peace with a lot of different levels of meaningfulness to the universe. you know? I really am at peace if the lights go out when we die.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not.
That's
I'm
it.
Very much,
I mean,
very much against that.
That's not my favorite outcome, but it's the most likely one as far as I'm concerned, and I'm okay with it because I won't feel it.
Right. If there's a way to annoy you after death, I will find it.
Oh, I know that.
I feel Josh's energy in a negative way. Anybody else? Yeah, you know, did we say how sad it was that Catherine O'Hara died? That was very sad.
Yeah.
And then it is just a fact that 71, you know, I start to look at how could it be at 71?
Right.
Nobody dies at 71. No, many are dying at 71.
Yeah. It must have been one hell of a brief illness, though, that she had.
Well, I think it was some kind of congenital heart defect that she may have had. But I don't know that for a fact. And the fact that I want to know it for a fact, I want to be able to call her family and her family say, no, you're going to be fine, Andy. She had a weird thing.
I know. But you just also have to realize that people die at every age. They do.
That's what stopped me from getting very excited when I was 18. I would go, oh, great. You know, I'm young, and the world's my oyster, but I could get shot to death tomorrow.
Sure.
Right. That's prevented me from happiness before, but just in an OCD way.
Yeah.
I think I made my point. So what's been happening with you since? Well, it's less time. If we did this tomorrow morning like normal, you probably would have a bunch of stories and anecdotes.
I'd have like one more basketball game than I do right now. That's about all I'd have.
I'll tell you something though. I got excited about the Knicks because they seem to be doing well, and someone said there was some thing they overtime, I guess they got a bad call or whatever. So I started watching the overtime, and they won in the overtime. And that guy, Jalen Brunson, he's good.
He is. You saw him play in person last year.
I know. I have to separate myself from the misery that I had there. Like, you're in the Knicks thing. You haven't been there in years. Everyone's excited, and then But this year they're in second place behind
Detroit.
Is Detroit way better than other teams?
No, they're good, but they're very young. So once they get to the postseason, they probably will be a little vulnerable.
Did the team who beat the Knicks win last year?
They went to the finals. It was Indiana who beat the Knicks, and they went to the finals against Oklahoma City and lost in 7 games.
See, this is the thing. I'm not going to bring up Oklahoma City because
the
I've
fact
already
that I remember that is pretty
good.
Fucking remarkable.
The fact that I'm not going to bring up Oklahoma City in a negative way again because that was ridiculous, and I'm still sorry. I can't get excited about them as a team, though. I don't know why.
Yeah,
but I should. I should put that aside.
You don't need to. There's a lot of other teams. You know, pick your team and go with them. That's fine. The Knicks are a legit team to root for if you're from New York. Yeah,
and the Lakers, but I'm more into. I don't know. I think I'm coming back into basketball. There's no choice right now. There's no choice.
Unless you can find an on-ramp to hockey.
Yeah, I don't like that. Except live. We've talked about that.
Big Super Bowl coming up this weekend.
Yes, and who are you? I am rooting big time for the Seahawks because I can't stand New England.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not rooting big time for the Seahawks, but I'm rooting more for the Seahawks. I do kind of. I mean, as much as I do kind of like the idea of like all different people winning for the Patriots and it not being Belichick and Brady, and you know. But I don't really care. Is the real upshot. But I did make some smoked salmon for the party I'm going to, however, today. So
that's pretty good. Do you have any? I have Sam Darnold allegiance. He was on the Jets. He was on Minnesota. So I would like him to come through. And then the other side.
I like Sam Darnold. I mean, that's as much a reason to lean towards. I mean, me rooting for either team doesn't really matter.
Right, it doesn't matter. It matters to me. It matters to me. I'll tell you that right now.
But you know, I'm upset that the Vikings got rid of Sam Darnold after his fantastic year.
Why did they do that? Did he throw a lot of interceptions or something, or not even that year? Right?
No, because they had invested a first-round draft pick in J.J. McCarthy and
who?
Exactly. And it would have cost them a whole lot of money to keep Darnold, and they decided to go with their young guy. And had he won in the playoffs last year after a 14-win season,
yes,
people might have been a little more reticent to let him go.
Did he have a bad playoff?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that can happen to anybody. Look at that guy, C.J. Stroud. Is that his name?
That's a name. I don't know anything about what he did, though.
Oh, he was a quarterback who had a very bad game in the playoffs. And a sports writer, unlike Stephen A. Smith or these other guys, he apologized for how hard he was on him. Because he was really hard on him. And then he said that's not acceptable to be that way.
And everybody learned and got better.
If we can't come together through sports, where can we come together?
I watched a movie a doc called Searching for Mr. Rugoff last night.
What was that?
It's a doc about, it was on Criterion, so you won't watch it, but it's about this guy who was a sort of impresario of foreign and indie films in the mid-'60s to mid-'70s. And like he ran all those theaters on the Upper East Side, like the Cinema 1 and 2, and all those classy art film theaters.
Oh, wow.
And, a guy who's barely remembered, but his company was Cinema 5. And he brought Z to America, and he brought, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and tons of Bergman and Truffaut, and all, it was like this guy. It was like it's a story basically about a guy who was like a huge fucking asshole with exquisite taste.
Oh my God!
Which is kind of the story of show business, really. There's so many in history of these monsters with great taste. Harvey Weinstein, another monster with great taste.
So he wasn't good to his people, or anything.
Lester Bangs even was a monster with good taste. It's like, but he was this guy who, all his stuff was like beautiful mid-century modern and everything, but he personally was like this fucking slob who would like sit there with giant tongue sandwiches going down his shirt and was like a monster to people. And then when it fell apart, no one helped him because he was a monster to everybody. But he became the sort of forgotten figure, which was the point of searching for Mr. Rugoff.
Is he alive?
He's dead. No.
Okay.
But an interesting movie, and it gave a lot of people who worked for him a chance to say he was a monster on film too.
Yeah.
But
it is incredible.
I think it was cathartic for some of the interviewees, but
well, similarly, the guy who came up with Z Channel. You've seen that?
Yeah, another monster with great taste. Yeah.
Well, only if you think of a murder-suicide as a negative.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's wrong now. Oh, he's the bad guy? There's been a lot of murder-suicides. This show.
It's time for questions. What do you want to know? We love your questions so much. It's half our show. Half our show.
K-Pants VP says, gents, what's a book you threw across the room in disgust? My first was Atlas Shrugged. I'll go one earlier and they say it was The Fountainhead. I fucking hated The Fountainhead, so I never got to Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah, but some people even still today stand by the one of them.
Atlas Shrugged is the much more doctrinaire sort of laying out of objectivism and her whole bullshit thing.
Right.
It was slightly less of a novel, I guess, than Fountainhead was, which was just a terribly written novel.
I would say that, one, I did not throw it across the room, but I got disgusted. I was looking forward to Dino. Dino was coming out. Dino, I think it was Nicholas, I don't know, maybe Nicholas Pileggi, I don't know. He wrote the whole book like he was Dino. Like, hey.
Dean Martin?
Yeah. And the whole book was written like, hey, you sucker. Hey, you son of a... I can't even sum up how he tried to write it in the style.
Sounds really yucky, though.
It's like that Reagan book. Isn't there a Reagan book that's terrible?
Woodward's book about Belushi was another one that made me go, you son of a bitch, you piece of shit. Fuck you.
How about the movie where he goes, nice to meet you, Bob Woodward? That's a scene in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the whole movie because Dan Aykroyd would kill me if I did.
I think Gary Grooms played Dan Aykroyd in that movie. He was a Minneapolis comic.
And what's his name? Oh, he did?
Yeah.
And what's his name played the commish? Played
Chickless, yeah.
Yeah, Belushi.
Dan Marsh says, hey guys, there's a classic stress dream about being in school or the office and being unprepared for a presentation. As a comedian, have you ever had a nightmare about being on stage? Yes, I have. Yes,
many times.
Yes. I've also had the school dream. So
yeah, that is a recurring thing. That must be something in the bottom of everyone's soul.
Yeah,
it's like I'm in a Shakespeare play. I'm in this play, and you know what? Even if you knew the,
I
Shakespeare
did have
play,
like a vivid Tonight Show. I once had a vivid Tonight. You're on the Tonight Show, and you have no act, and you're just trying to wing it.
Those can be interminable when they're going on, and you're so happy when you get up. Oh my God!
But I had the going to school and having like not gone to the class the whole semester, but there's a final dream. The union rep says, hey guys, I could be having a stroke, but I recall Andy mentioning a doc being made about him with Kroll doing an impression. Thanks.
With who?
Nick Kroll. being you.
Yes, this is something that I need to put up online, and I will put
But
it
it's
up
not
online.
a documentary. It was a sketch thing.
No, it was a pilot presentation, and Nick Kroll played me in my current career at that time.
Yeah.
And he was so good. So good.
Dan Marsh says, Andy, after growing up as one of the shortest kids in your class, did you embrace the platform shoe trend of the 70s?
What a horrible question. No, I never did. I never did anything to make myself look taller. No. Maybe I thought it would be hopeless.
Yeah.
Do you have 6
or
feet?
sad.
Yes, you have an elevator shoe that's like a foot.
Right.
I never wore like heels to overcome it.
No. Well, good for you.
I do have short man syndrome though, but not as bad as I could have had it.
I think you have, if there's a way to distinguish, I would say you have more little man syndrome.
That's true. It's a horrible. It's a horrible.
Meaning that it's not a short man syndrome is a syndrome of the ego,
right?
Whereas little man syndrome is more fear based.
Fear based. Look how tall you are, and you can punch me.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what I mean.
Oh, no question. That's why I like when they make fun of that. When I think that Greg Bovino could be 5'4" or something like that.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that kind of thing.
Zero Sombrero says, I know this is rich coming from me, but Josh, have you ever worn one of those Russian fur hats? I think you would rock that look. I have not. I have not worn any.
What do they look like? They're like a.
You know, like the big fur. Like,
Oh yeah. I think it would be overkill.
yeah, I can't pull off that big an affectation.
I would love you to just get into cowboy hats.
I like hats. I do like hats.
But not
I
cowboy
wish...
hats, though.
I like a cowboy. I would never wear a cowboy hat in any context. Like, maybe riding a horse, maybe. But there's nothing wrong with a cowboy hat as a hat.
No, I get it. Look how good Christy Nome looks in them.
Exactly. She's... John Dunbar says, great to hear the John Hyatt chat and Memphis in the Meantime semi-cover last show. There's an excellent and quite thorough biography called Have a Little Faith, the John Hyatt story by Michael Elliott.
I'm going to get that.
With a foreword by Elvis Costello. And yes, Andy, it is available on Audible.
Yay! Who's the author?
Michael Elliott.
Oh, that's great.
I'm a little fatigued with quite thorough music biographies right now, but I will put it on my list. I had some roadie friends who spoke ill of Mr. Hyatt, having worked for him. So I'm a little soured, but
yeah, but he was supposed to be a monster when he drank.
Yeah,
I think he is not so much a monster after he drank. But did they work with him then? He couldn't believe he got anybody. I know this story. He couldn't believe he got anybody to help him with these Bring the Family and Slow Turning because he had alienated so many people.
I feel like this might have been post that.
Oh.
But
well, you have to separate the art.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, I just am a little fatigued with super detailed musical biographies, especially someone whose discography I'm like familiar with, like a 5-year, a small section of, like a 10-year section of a 40-year career is what I've.
Well, you certainly are you're not dissuading me. I'm
No, I mean, you just listen to it like a monkey anyway, so it just flies by.
Did you know that John Hyatt was born in blah, 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 blah.
Jerry Scott says, Andy announced on social media that he was in the clear of the Epstein files, but was silent regarding Josh's situation. Is there a Weinstein Island? What secrets might be hidden there? It's mostly just food and hidey holes.
I just want to say that joke was sent to me by the Burgers, and I thought it was a great joke.
What joke?
I'm in the clear. They've released 3 million more Epstein documents, and I'm still in the clear.
There you go.
That was a nice joke that they came up with. I like the Burgers, and then I got to show it to them as soon as I executed it.
Ah. Greg Kelly says, hey, boys, I just got the Blu-ray of The Verdict, and on the commentary, Sidney Lumet calls James Mason the finest film actor of the 20th century. Your reaction, sir? No notes. Greg Ward says, Josh, thoughts on the Riff Tracks MST3K reboot? I don't have a lot of thoughts about it. The Riff, do you know who the Riff Tracks? Do you know this all going on? They're doing.
Is this that I was at? Was that?
They're doing yet another reboot of Mystery Science Theater. This time it's the Riff Tracks guys being the guy and the robot.
Who are the Riff Tracks guys?
They're guys who were original. Well, not original, but the sort of replacement cast of Joel, Trace, and I. It's Mike, Bill Corbett, and Kevin Murphy.
Oh, okay.
So they've had their Riff Tracks thing going for like 20 years now. So, but I don't have any thought. I mean, my thought is good luck. You know, there's always 40 years of baggage that comes along with any Mystery Science Theater thing. For us, the people who did it, but I mean, people still love it. And they were like, the one time I looked at their GoFundMe, it was like $800,000 they had made on day one or something. So
you mean to get the tour started again, or
to fund the production of these episodes?
Oh my God!
Or Kickstarter, not GoFundMe, but
yeah.
But I'm not involved in any way. I found out Bill Corbett emailed me to give me a heads up that it was happening last weekend, and then it was announced on Monday. So I knew nothing about it, but it's not like.
Did you ever do stuff with them? No.
I didn't do anything with Riff Tracks, no.
What was the one that you were doing that I was part of?
Cinematic Titanic.
Ah, right.
But, the one time they invited me to do a thing, I wasn't able to do it. So.
What? It's very quiet. The doggies are quiet. Why is this? Should we be doing this now? At this time? From now on?
Well, Lucky's about to start whining at me longer because it's second dinner time for her.
Oh. So you have to feed her at some point, right?
No, I already fed her dinner, but now it's like she wants me to eat.
A friend of mine who's a dog person and a cat person says that this, your farmer's dog, it's not necessarily better. It seems like all these things, keep them in the refrigerator. It seems like the dogs will go crazy for them.
Yeah.
Do they?
I've never had the kind of dogs that go crazy for any dog food.
Wow.
They need human incentive to eat their dog food generally. But there are some dogs who are just like, your labs and things like that. You just put down a bowl of food and they're just like, they go to fucking town. But I have raised some picky asshole dogs in my time. And they don't. I use Fresh Pet or Pet Fresh. I think Fresh Pet it's called, which is a refrigerator soft thing. But that's because Clyde, before he died, had virtually all of his teeth pulled, and I had to find a softer food for him.
Oh, right. Yeah, but you don't. They haven't mentioned to you, the dogs, that they like something better than that. It's only people food they want, right? And they'll go crazy for it, right?
No, even that they'll like turn down sometimes. They're assholes. I'm telling you. Listen to me. I've broken them. Tweet Pahara says, Josh, are you involved in any way with the current MST 4-episode plans? I saw that Joel and Mike are both part of it. Love to have you write for it. Is that an offer, Tweet?
Is he involved with it too?
No, he's not.
Oh, God, it sounded like he was on the ground floor.
Tweet Bahar also says, hey, Andy, at 5'5", you're taller than Rod Serling, Phil Spector, and Charles Manson, all 5'4".
That's something that brings me great comfort sometimes. I could have probably kicked Charles Manson's ass. He wasn't exactly as tough as they say he was.
Rod Serling was really good at appearing alone on camera to never belie his
Yes, I didn't know he was short. Yes. Who was the third person?
Manson? Spector?
Oh, Spector.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a problem.
He had a wall of short. Delicious Mix says, Uncle Josh, have you taken a moment to check out Kyle Dunnigan yet? His innate humor and uncanny impressions are best consumed via his appearances on Corolla, because Corolla is such a genius improviser, so it makes for a great pod. You'd love his Mar on impressions. I was curious. Do you have a good Alan Rickman? Man, I miss that guy. Loved him in Dogma. What do you think of Kevin Smith's movies? Got a favorite? Hey, Andy, look into Tureen and unblock me. Love the show.
What about Tureen?
Look into Tureen.
Okay.
I don't have a good Alan Rickman. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. That's about as close.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And who's the other person that they mentioned was? I think I know Kyle Dunnigan.
Yeah, I've seen him doing impression. I've seen him doing Marr, I think.
Yeah, Bill Maher.
I like Kevin Smith's movies. I don't love Kevin Smith's movies. I
haven't liked one of them that I can remember. Maybe a little bit of Clerks. I like Chasing Amy.
Yeah. Because there's comic books in it.
He can get a little much.
Daisy Petunia says, so I'm watching a bunch of Catherine O'Hara SCTV clips, and there's like all great SCTV bits, the concept is too high to explain. But in this production, Joe Flaherty plays a leg warmer wearing actor named Seth Dick III. I gasped. Best wishes to Seth and his mom, wherever they may be.
Do you think that's where Seth Dick got it from?
I presume so now, yes.
Where is Seth Dick III?
I don't know. He moved on, maybe.
That's not nice. We liked him. Sorry, he had to hear that.
Tommy Barcanero says, here's an idea for Test Show 500. Live episode with special pre-sale ticket access to Peru, Stephen Elton Yates, Dan Wade, Dweet Bahara, Michelle Wisecarver, and all the other regulars, myself humbly included. The halftime act can be a roast comedy set from Delicious Mick. The live episode can end with Andy inviting one of his grudges on stage for an in-person retiring of the grudge.
I'm not against this.
It's an extravaganza.
How close are we to that? 23 away?
This is 4:37 we're on.
Oh, my God. We're almost knocking on the door.
Zeke Fossey says, hello. Andy, please unblock me. You are just like, you're a fiend with the blocking.
I don't even know. I've tried to unblock, I think, Zeke Fossey. And he doesn't. That's not his handle, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I recently watched The American Masters on Liza, and it was the exception to prove the rule. She was 1,000,000 times more engaged when she was chatting with the crew than on camera. Her talents aren't appreciated by me, but she sure seems to be a kind and soulful person, as if she is as sincere as she seems fake. Again, Andy, please unblock, and I'll see to it that 10 coffees find their way.
Well, now you're going to offer me money.
Sweeten the deal there.
Liza Minnelli.
Let me tell you, Zeke, most of Andy's Instagram feed is just poorly screen grabbed versions of his Blue Sky posts.
Don't say that. People won't follow me then.
With like lots of words cut off, and it's really
I've gotten better
at it,
but not
doddering
that much.
old man stuff.
Okay, now the thing is, Liza Minnelli is a great actor, and she was great in a sterile cuckoo. She was unbelievably good.
Yeah, I mean, but she looks crazy, first of all, and
right.
I do think that she, like you said, it's like the sincerity and the fakeness is kind of hand in hand. But I think she just has a concept of what a star is like, and feels a sincere need to live up to what a star is like when she puts on her public face.
And remember, it could not have been easy for her. It was not easy for Judy Garland and her horrible mother who tortured her. It's not easy. I know you said it would be great to be Judy Garland's daughter, but it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Well, I was talking about Lorna Luft, not Liza.
Oh.
Eastside76 says, Eastside76 here. I'm not an OG, but I'm a long G. Last week, you two reminded me of watching an HBO claymation kids show about Rip Van Winkle. I cried then, and I'm still traumatized now. I was an existential motherfucker even at 9 years old. Delicious Mick, please block me.
I don't know what he's talking. Do you know what he's talking about?
I don't remember the HBO claymation
Rip Van
Winkle. No.
Did we talk about it?
I don't think so, but we triggered
them.
Opened the door to the memory palace. We lowered the drawbridge on the memory palace. Hey, we're out of questions.
You know what I want to say to you, Josh, and I want you to listen to this, and I don't want you to hang up on me. I want you to say that in addition to, if you would like to support the show, please go to buy me a cup of coffee. But also, I just want to say that a lot of people don't know the Josh I know, the Josh who does the benefits, the Josh who's at the benefits, the Josh who works is a big brother.
Benefits.
They don't know you're a big brother, for example.
No, I like to keep that quiet.
Could you imagine me as a big brother? Oh, God. No, I wanted to say something because this is the part of the show that I think we need work on. This is the part.
This is your version of a big brother. Here's $14,000.
Oh. I just want to say to you, I don't know. I wanted to find a funnier way. As people know you're going to hang up on me, right?
I would hope so.
But why can't they?
I would think that they're cheering for it at this point, but
no, this has been I will admit right away when I'm not on my game. But boy, oh boy, was I hospitable. I don't know if it's hospitable. I was upbeat, funny, quirky.
If I keep you on any longer, you'll sleep through your alarm.
Pete Moss, he hasn't worked here since the 50s.